Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Let's see here. Um, how do you do this? Oh my gosh. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. uh, is there a way that I can see what I'm recording? Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. Worst live ever. Okay, okay. I'm on my channel. There we go. Okay, let me just turn the volume down. Okay, I'm on my channel. Eh. Okay, let me see. Mm. um, I have no idea what I'm doing. So this is very entertaining. Um, at least I'm trying to figure this out. If I was left-handed, this would work perfectly. But I am not left-handed, and I need to figure out how to put the notebook. Oh my goodness. And I can't get the camera. This is a test run, guys. This is a test run for when I do the real going live. I have no idea what I'm doing. You see, that would be perfect if I was a lefty, but I am not a lefty. Okay. Let's see. How do we do this? Okay, I know it's not that one. Let me see. Oh my gosh. You will have to forgive me for not knowing what I'm doing. Okay, well. Okay, I think I may have found a way to fix this. I just have to rotate the phone around. Maybe. I don't know. Because I thought I knew what I was doing. Let's see. Does that work? Okay, I think we can make this work, even if it's not the best. So thank you for being here. I know that this is just a random live, and it's really just for me to figure out what I'm doing, because I plan on doing a live, but you know, the thing is that you can't really know how to do something until you do it. And so that's what I'm doing right now. So, all right, let me go ahead and share this with you. It's going to be short and sweet, But for what I do want to share is my goals. So I do have financial goals, and the financial goals that I have, let me see if I can zoom you in without messing anything up. Huh. Let's see, did that work? Um, that is like super zoomed in. Oh my gosh. I am such a noob. Okay, here we go. I think that may have fixed it a little bit. But I do want to go ahead and share the financial goals that I have for March. And I have mentioned this in my previous videos, but my main financial goal is to pay off TJ Maxx. Now, whenever you have a goal, you have to have a way of how you plan to accomplish this. And so the way that I plan to accomplish this, of course, is by using our debt snowball. Our debt snowball right now is at, well, it was at $200. And it was at $200 from 2024 when we had paid off certain debts. And so it got a little bit stagnant because I didn't pay off anything else. The last quarter of the year is always very tough. And so now, of course, when you look at it, the first quarter is so vital in a year. And I think that that's where we have to all create those goals and our plan. How do we plan to do it? And so since my goal is to pay off TJ Maxx, the debt snowball that I had from 2024 was $200. And that's where it kind of stayed. But now my husband, he has paid off his debts, and it is adding $142 to our debt snowball. So 200 plus the 142 plus my recent payoff of Sephora. So I paid off Sephora, so I'm adding that to my debt snowball. And also I was able to pay off Amazon. So that puts us at a total of $406. I think that is huge. So now we're here with our debt snowball in 2025. And I'm just going to put here for March 2025. And we are going to have our debt snowball at $406. Now, extra payments every month, we usually get about 3 paychecks a month. And because we get those 3 paychecks a month, I usually put $30 from every paycheck. So that totals out to $90. So that's 406 plus the 90. And then I'm going to try to see whatever I can get in rollover that's manageable, that's reasonably manageable to cover the difference. Right now, I owe on TJ Maxx about $708, $709. And I just want to pay it off. I really just want to pay it off, but I have to have a plan. So far 406, then I have 90. So then that puts me at 496, right? So that puts me at 496. And then roll over whatever I can get. Now, here's something very nice. I have actually been saving some money off to the side in cash, and I've been putting it to the side. And I have a total of $95 in cash that I'm also going to be adding here. So that's $496 plus the $95 that I have in cash. That's $591. I'm just gonna put here cash envelope. I know this doesn't look pretty, but I'm not going for pretty. I'm just going for getting it done. And I have $95 in the cash envelope. So $591 is where we're at. And I'm really, really, really hoping, let's see, if we're at $591, we owe $708, and we take away the $591, we just need $117 that we need to find. So I need to find in our budget where we can trim $117 for the next 3 paychecks that we receive. And I plan on using rollover to help me find that 117. If I can get that, I'm going to get TJ Maxx paid off by the end of the month. Ooh, I'm speaking it into existence. You know what I mean? If we can get this TJ Maxx paid off, I would be super happy, super ecstatic. I mean, praise praise the Lord. Raise your hands in the air like you really do care about paying off debt. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is of course my financial goal. Now, let me get into a personal goal. I usually don't share my personal goals, not very often. I don't think I really ever have. But my health is something that I really need to focus on. And I think that if I put it out here into the YouTube universe, I have a better chance of actually working on it. Now, I did start this back in the beginning of February. So I'm going to put down here, of course, my how, because we have to have how. But at the beginning of February, when I went to the doctor on February 10th. I weighed, and this was not very pretty, I weighed 264. Okay, I weighed 264. And the doctor told me that I needed to lose weight. Obviously, 264 at 5'6", that's very heavy. So of course, what I do plan on doing is I have changed my diet to a low carb diet, high protein, high fiber, and low carb. And I know that I need to change it up, but right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to shock my system. And so and whenever you want to do something like that, you need to do it, of course, with your doctor in mind. I'm seeing a doctor, and that's why I'm doing it this way. But I have already lost, how many pounds is that? That's 2 and 4. I've already lost 6 pounds. So I've lost 6 pounds since I've started, and I'm hoping by the end of March to lose another 8 pounds. I think I can do that. And I'm thinking about changing, or at least putting my personal goal into a savings challenge. And so every time I lose a pound, I add $1 to my envelope. And so that way I can put that towards myself. And, so that's what I plan to do to kind of include my personal goal with my financial goal, is by saving some money by the weight that I lose. At least that's what I think. So how am I going to do this? Okay, so I plan on doing, of course, my low carb diet with high protein. And my husband, he cooked chicken tonight. It was so delicious. It was very good. High protein and high fiber. Oh my goodness, you all. I found this low carb bread by Sola. I think that's what it's called, Sola. And it's only 1 gram of carb per slice. And the bread actually tastes really good. So it has a lot of fiber. And like I said, I'm going to have high protein, high fiber, low carb. And this is only to shock my system. Once I start losing weight, then I can reintroduce the carbs slowly. But my goal is, of course, to try to lose this weight. I just really need to. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. I'm already seeing progress in my weight loss. And that in itself makes me feel like I can do this. So thank you. Thank you, Amanda. I think it's very important for us to write down the goals that we plan to accomplish and to have a plan on how we plan to do it. So as I mentioned first, of course, my financial goal, I really do want to pay off TJ Maxx. I just got to find $117. That's all I need to do. I just need to find this. And I know I can find it. I know I can because I've had rollover that is more than 117. So if I can do that, I'm going to pay off TJ Maxx before I know it. I know I will. And then here, I'm already in my mindset for my personal goal of losing some weight. And I'm excited about it. I really am. I feel like it's not something that's too far-fetched. Um, and by the end of the year, my goal is to be at 200 pounds. I really want to be at least at that point. If I can get there sooner, I'll be happy. I do have a heart condition that doesn't allow me to do exercise as much as I would like to. And that's part of why my weight gain has happened, is because of my heart. But if I can manage to lose some of the weight, the doctor said that as the weight comes off, I can be more active and it won't be as stressful on my heart. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense because my heart has to work so much harder because of all the weight that it has to carry. And so as soon as I am able to, I'm going to jump on my elliptical that I have here at home and get it done. Yes, I can do small walks. I have how do you say it? Like what it is that my heart starts to race. And so what the doctor has told me is that as soon as because I wear my watch with me, and as soon as my heart starts to go above 130, I need to take a break and breathe and get my heart back down. And then I can go for the walk again. So I just have to be very careful not to let my heart beat go too fast. I was doing the elliptical once and my heart rate, it went up to 160, I think it was like 165, something like that. And it was very scary because I started to feel very faint. And that's when I went to the doctor and I had to find out why, what is happening? Why can't I do this? And they did the whole stress test. They did a I forget what it's called, but they checked my heart and everything. And so I just have to be very careful. But yes, so that is that. But these are my goals that I thought I'd share in trying to get used to how to do a live. My camera, of course, I'm using is not the same camera that I use when I make my videos. The camera I'm using right now is my phone. And so I have to have it this way. Once I find out, because my husband is tech savvy, he'll figure out how to use the camera that I use to record and have that actually display what I'm doing so I can have it better. And I'll have that ready by hopefully in a week. Huh. Yes. Yes, it was so scary. It was very scary. Like I said, I thought I was going to faint and I had to tell my husband, and he was like, "Okay, I understand you want to lose weight, but if it's going to cause you to harm yourself more, you better stop and go to the doctor." And so that's what I did. I went to the doctor. And when I was younger, I used to think, why do you have to go to the doctor to figure out if you can exercise or not? Just exercise. Of course, that was me as a young kid, not knowing that, yes, as you get older, you could get into other complications health-wise. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, well, that's what I wanted to share in this short little live. I appreciate you being here. I think what I'm going to plan on doing for my next live is, of course, do a weekly check-in and then also do a financial goals update, see where we're at. And that's it. Yes. So I hope to try to do this more often. I hope, yeah, yes, you have a good night as well, Amanda. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm going to go ahead and sign out. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you, and have a good night, guys. Bye. Now, how do we turn this off?